Hi guys, today is 7th October 2018. I'm doing a video on gold versus USD because I see some interesting setup for gold as well. And for coming weeks, it will be very interesting to see what the gold actually is doing. So I'm currently looking at a weekly chart again. As you guys probably know, I love to look at the weekly charts, whether that's G7 currencies or gold or silver or any other asset class gives me a better view of what's actually happened for the week. So just want to quickly go through what the price action is showing us, and then I'll quickly cover our indicators at the bottom here. As you can see, since April 2018, from the highest peak of 1362 all the way down, has been in a bearish slope coming all the way down. It went all the way down to 1161.39 in August. And since then, there was a massive price rejection from that. And since then, it's stabilized roughly between 1180 to 1208. And it's been ranging, as you guys can see, the price action here. It's been ranging, trying to hit 1208. It's hit quite a few times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For 8 continuous weeks, yes, it has hit 1208. So at some point, it will probably or definitely will break 1208 and move upwards. So there's very interesting price movement, price action developing here. As you guys can see, the previous week we had a negative candle which engulfed the previous inverted hammer. And then this week, there is a massive green candle, which is a good sign for maybe it's about to do a reversal and price will start shooting up from here, probably reach about 1265 levels. But the immediate resistance is at 1208. Once it passes this, the next one will be at about 1220. And then after that, pretty much the resistance level is going all the way to 1265, where it has dropped roughly in July. So pretty much this price action is telling me that gold is about to reverse the trend and possibly going in the upward direction. And having looked at like MACD and also my big three indicator, it's telling me that obviously it has been in a downward slope all the way down. Now, as you can see, MACD both lines haven't touched since April all the way down, and now they come very close to each other, and they are about to touch really here. Also, all these bars that we have here, they're all below zero, which was pretty negative, as you can describe by the pink color. And I believe in a week or so, this will potentially go green and start going up from here. This is what the price action is showing me. This is what the indicator, MACD is one of the very good trend following indicators showing me as well. This is what my big three and moving averages, EMAs are still also showing me. And if you guys compare that against the RSI is doing exactly the same thing. It came down all the way to 23. Now it's gone from 30, it's just about pointed upwards. And if it goes over 15 next couple of weeks, then definitely it's going to come, the bullish pattern will come and it will start going up more towards 70 or 80. And we will see price action going upwards in this direction or even beat these two couple of resistances that we have at this point. Also, I would like to show you guys another view. I've got a trend following indicator. So as you can see on a 4-hourly chart, I can see the trend indicator is now telling me that it's already given me an arrow at about 1196 level, and it's telling me that this is about to move upwards. So as you can see, the price action has been above the trend indicator in 4 hours charts. So now if I'm going to look at the daily chart, again, the daily chart is still showing me that it is coming downwards, but as you can see now, the price action is slightly trying to go up above my trend indicator. Also on a weekly chart, as you can see, the weekly chart is pretty much what we saw in TradingView, and as we can see, the price action here has been quite critical of what it's doing. This is like, looks to me as if it's bottoming out at this region and it's about to actually go up. So we want to be a little bit careful trading gold next week. Do not short for long periods of time. If you want to short, please short for maybe on a smaller time scales, and we will have to monitor the price action. I believe from here now, if you get anything below 1192, if the price drops next week to 1192, you should enter a buy orders from there onwards and wait for it to go up. There's a potential that we may have a massive run of gold going in upward direction. So just ensure that you guys are on the right side of the market. The analysis is pointing towards the move upwards. And also we are in October now. And October, it's very interesting when the way gold actually trades. Gold usually, between October and November time, gold usually tends to go up. And there is a sequence that it actually occurs all the time. And it tends to go up between October and November time. That's because every year this situation does occur. And the reason is that, in India, which is one of the biggest gold buying countries in the world, and they have a festival of light that usually happens in October or November. And they tend to buy a lot of gold. And as a result, the price of gold tends to start going up from beginning of October. So you just have to follow the historical trend. Please ensure you are aware of this one if you are trading next couple of weeks. They're very critical for gold. Ensure you're trading in the right direction. Otherwise, most probably you will get burned if you keep shorting. Here, it was an interesting parameter where actually gold dropped massively and then it went back up quite clearly, as you guys can see, almost from 1137 all the way down to 1134. As you can see, there was an upward curve. But if you go back into the history, you will see that, during September, October time, as you can see, or November time, usually gold starts going upwards. And as you can see, these are massive moves, right? This is like pretty much 1,000, 2,000 pips in upward move. So I believe if you guys can get in with a smaller lot, don't go for a massive lot. Don't go for, don't be greedy and don't go for big lots. Just go for a smaller lots. And, you guys can keep the order open. It will potentially give you, between 500 to 1,000 pips easily if it goes in the right direction. Again, it's that time of the year. The price action is suggesting to me that it is about to move up. So we should be a little bit more careful when we are trading. Do not short gold, even at this level. I wouldn't recommend. Yes, if it drops below 1195 or 1192 levels, then you should enter a buy order and leave it there. And I'm pretty sure in next month or next couple of weeks or 3 or 4 weeks time, you will see the real returns of gold. So as you can see, everything, including the indicators, the trend indicators, the overbought region indicators, the price action, everything is pointing in towards one direction now, and that is going upwards. Also, if you guys are familiar with investing.com, is a website that I use quite a lot as well to look at what's currently, what's happening in the market. As you guys can see, the gold futures technical analysis is telling me, as you can see, is a strong buy at this level. Moving average, 7 buys, technical indicator, 6 buys. It tells me that we have a support at 1195, 1193, and 1188. Resistance, these are pretty much small resistance. If I look at the weekly one, it's still showing that as it's a strong sell, but obviously the pivot point is quite key. We are well above the pivot point right now. We're pretty much looking at this level or this level for the next set of resistance. As you can see, the buys are now creeping in with the technical indicators as well. And if I scroll down for the technical indicators, as you guys can see, the smaller moving averages are now coming into the buy region. And next couple of weeks, even this MA20, MA50, and MA100, all of these ones will be coming into buy regions as well. As you can see, the ultimate oscillator is already giving a buy signal here. Highs and lows is neutral. It used to be quite bearish, so now it's changed to neutral. So as you can see, it's slowly changing the direction. Stochastics is showing as neutral. Stochastics RSI is already overbought and is 100%, which is a good sign that this is about to reverse. Your MACD is still pointing as sell, but this can easily will change in next couple of weeks. So just be careful when you guys trading at this point. And RSI is at 39, so maybe the best entry for us if you're buying gold is roughly in the region of 1190 to 1192. If the price drops at that point or at that level, I would suggest you enter a buy order rather than short from there, because the sentiments of gold is about to change, because we are hitting that time of the year where definitely there will be a lot of gold buying happening. So just keep an eye out for gold. Ensure you guys follow the markets, the big money, which is generally the big banks and hedge funds and rest of the big institutions. And this is how they trade it. So I don't want you guys to move this massive opportunity that is now becoming visible in gold. Okay, guys, this is my analysis for this week, and we will monitor it, how it performs, and we will continue to monitor gold. And hopefully you guys will enter at the right levels and be profitable. Thank you. Bye.